la 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 la. I think we're here.
We are.
We are. We are. What's up, everybody in the chat?
Yeah, I see the familiar faces. Well, some are, at least. I see Ted's in there.
I went and I picked up a hitchhiker.
What?
From Skype.
Oh, I thought you already know what the heck you were talking about. But I know they were excited because when they come into my chat, they're excited about the P&K merchandise. I got to tell you.
Yeah, and it turned out really good. Like, I got a bunch of it here, and I sent some down to Paul and whatnot, and they turned out pretty good.
Are you going to bring it for the Pine Bush crew?
Oh, depends if I can afford it. Because remember, I don't have to stock anything.
Right.
I mean, if I would have a bunch of stock, I'd be like, yeah, let's send it up. But I mean,
so
that was the best part about it, is I didn't have to stock anything.
Well, let me go. I'm going to go click on this site right now because I've been so busy with my shoulder recovering, and now I'll get into a little bit more because I'll hang out with you for a few minutes. But let me see.
That's okay. I'm just kicking back eating a sandwich.
I thought it'd be chili.
No chili.
Well,
seems like every time I make meatballs that we get a blizzard. Holy moly. That was a storm and a half.
Oh, that's what I was going to ask you. How much did you end up getting?
It was 18 total.
Oh, that's a lot, but I saw 26 3 weeks ago. So
Jesus.
We only got like 3 inches and it's gone already. It's completely melted away.
Wow.
I mean, even on the grass, it's gone.
Mm.
It was 50 degrees here today.
Yeah, you know what? That snow, we might have got 18 inches, but I bet you only 3 of it fell onto the roads and paved surfaces.
Mm.
You know, it was all on grass. And I was like, I can handle this kind of snowstorm.
I'll tell you one thing. This is just a word of advice. Mm. I'm looking at your page.
Yeah.
You see how you have the P&K T-shirt, big T, with the P&K? Mm-hmm. You should do. You see, does that sweatshirt come only in blue?
No, it has all the colors available.
Okay, so I was gonna say that will look awesome in black.
See, some of the ones I had to have white ink, so I picked dark shirts so it would really pop out. And then some of them, like I couldn't go with a lot of red shirts if we had the red telescopes on it because it wouldn't turn out that good. So I tried to keep the contrast there between the two. But the swamp gas one is gonna be a good one. And I sent you a picture of that not too long. I think it actually might be live on the site now. I don't know if they put it up yet or not. But it's a picture of a little it's a little guy on the ground next to a giant satellite thing. And he's pointing up at the sky and he's saying, "What the heck is that?" And there's an alien up in a little flying saucer that has a little speech bubble which just says swamp gas.
That should have been Mark D'Antonio. But yeah, you told me yesterday, I hope you're not doing anything. And you know what? Today, I redid my garage.
No, because here's what worried me about that. Because I know when you got that snow up at your house, I saw a video of you jerk, out with a snowblower.
Yeah, but
I'm like, what is he doing? I was like, he's going to be doing that with his shoulder.
No, the snowblower is low. Because the doctor said if you keep your arms low, you're okay.
Okay.
Don't lift your arm. And don't go twisting your arm, and don't go in side-to-side motion with your arm.
Oh, okay.
So as long as I kept it, and I was moving it really with the right hand, like maneuvering it. Mm-hmm. So it was just doing the work. That left side is for the auger. That's for the thing to spin. So I'm not really doing anything.
Nice.
And it's self-propelled. It's doing all the movement for me. And I would even go in reverse. I wasn't pulling it.
Oh, yeah, because you probably got the fluffy snowstorm, right? It was like really light, fluffy snow.
No, it was a heavy, wet snow. We had so many power outages up here. It was unbelievable.
Mm.
It's fortunate. But yesterday you messaged me and you said, "Bill, I hope you're not doing anything." And, oh, wait, hold on. I got to hang up on that person. So I went and did my garage today, and I did my shed. I put most of my solar lights are now where they need to be. I put my American flag back because I take it down for the winter because it gets weatherized and it gets destroyed.
Right.
So I started doing some stuff, but I've got so much stuff to do. You got to remember, Pine Bush is 7 weeks away.
I know, dude. Isn't that crazy? It's been a year already.
Oh my! I can't believe it. It's 7 weeks away.
Oh, by the way, Fluid Art, the guy in the chat. If you want to do that, yeah, dude, I take suggestions. Just make sure you add the P&K Facebook page and just send it to me on there. Or post it on there, so that's where I'll see it. Or you can use the email that's on the back end of the channel here. You can see a contact email address. You can get a hold of me that way too if you want to send something there. We'll take a peek at it, see what we can do.
Yeah,
I'm up for anything.
I was gonna tell you also, are you guys definitely coming?
Yes.
When are you coming?
Well, here's the thing. What is the dates again?
May 19th.
Yeah, we both have May. So it's May 19th. It's actual Pine Bush.
Right.
Right, which is a Saturday, right?
Right.
Okay. So it would be. I have to nail down the actual dates, but now I mean it's gonna be similar to what it was last year.
Yeah, but Paul's not gonna leave the Saturday like last year, is he?
No, I think he wants to stay this year for Pine Bush, and I'm thinking what he's gonna do is he actually might come a day after me because he'll use that day to travel. That way he can stay that extra day.
Right.
So
he knows where I live now. So
yeah, he can make it up there, no problem. I mean, he could have made it there last year too, but
yeah.
I do want to say what's up to everybody in the chat. Of course, Ted and Jenny and Tim and Dave. Dave, actually, I was just talking about you, Dave. I was actually going to think about buying a mug and shipping it over to you somehow over there. I was trying to figure out the logistics of it.
Jenny's coming. She already bought her ticket.
Yeah, I was asking her the other night. I was hoping she would come, and possibly Amanda too.
Yeah, well, that's
still on the fence on that one.
Yeah, I hope she comes because.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, so if you're here Monday or Tuesday, because I'm telling you.
Listen, I can come whenever.
Yeah,
I already took off. I have 4 weeks vacation this year, so I can literally take it whenever. He already knows I need a week off in May, so I can pretty much take that whenever.
Right.
So if you need me earlier to help prep or whatever thing, I could probably do that.
Well, here's the thing.
It's up to you.
I bought a 10-man tent, a 10 by 17. It's going in the backyard with all the air mattresses, and that's where most of the guys are going to sleep.
Okay.
And I'm not talking about you and Paul because you guys sleep on the couches in here. But we may need, some of them because let me just go through the list. Let me just run down what's happening here.
Okay.
Race from the radio station is coming with his wife.
Okay.
The owner of KGRA may be coming.
Okay.
This is not confirmed, but if he's able to, Lee Spiegel is coming, and he's just going to hang out for Pine Bush. Now, Lee's working really hard.
Well, you know what? Let's just stick to the people that are confirmed, that we know are coming.
Well, I still got to keep that open because Lee's good friends with Mark D'Antonio and Race.
Oh, okay.
So if he's able, I just got to keep that open because... But he's really busy working on the 701 movie with James Fox. He's running all over the country. But he's 50-50, let's just say.
Okay.
Mark is coming on Thursday.
Okay.
Now, I was going to save this as a surprise to Jenny. But since she's in chat, I'm going to let her know. Mark D'Antonio's picking you at the airport, Jenny, on Thursday. Because he said it's easier for him since he's on his way here. He could just stop off at Stewart, pick you up, and bring you here.
Oh, wow. She was able to get a flight into Stewart?
Yeah.
Nice. That's even better. Wow. Good job, Jenny.
10 minutes away.
Right.
Now, Jenny is staying at the motel, right down the road from me. You walk down. You know how the main...
Yep.
Well, she's going to stay there.
Okay. Cool.
Then we have, of course, Eric is coming from Boston.
Cool, Eric's coming. Is what's his name coming from Maryland?
Jade is coming.
I was going to ask him because I don't know if he's running the same, because he comes up about the same time we do, right?
Yeah, he usually comes on Thursday.
I was wondering, maybe I should get in contact with him and see if he wants to ride up together.
That's not a bad idea.
To have him come over and meet me over here, since we're going the same way, and he only really lives about an hour away from me, west, so he has to come east anyway.
Right.
And then we can ride up together whenever, and then Paul can come up later, whenever he's getting up there.
Yeah, you could come here. Listen, you could come here freaking a week before. I don't care when you come. You can come here anytime.
How's Mom?
She's good.
Yeah.
So then we have Ronald that comes into probably all of our chat. Tolvars, I think his name is.
Yeah.
He's coming from Minnesota.
Nice. Dude, it's gonna be so great to meet all these people. I was talking to Rock earlier, and I was like, "Dude, are you gonna make Pine Bush?" And he was like, "You know, unfortunately, as he said something about his work kind of owns him at the moment."
Yeah.
But how awesome would that be to get Rock there too? That'd be
I
awesome.
mean, it's cool to meet new people too. Heidi can't make it this year
Yeah.
because she's got some issues going on in the UK. Plus, she's busy. But
oh, you know, but she'll be glued to that computer screen.
Oh God, yeah. And then let's see who else is coming. It's unbelievable. It's like I can't even think of all the people that are coming. It's
Well,
off the scale.
Me and Paul had talked about to make it easier on you because we were thinking about maybe just getting hotel rooms just to make it easier on you so you can accommodate more people because we were there last year. We know what it's all about. We know how hectic it can get. But we can still be there at night and, you know, whatever, and doing the stream from your house and all that good stuff. You know what I mean?
I found out that the place down the road is $85 a night. I don't want you guys coming here to spend money.
Well, that's okay. I mean, basically, we're going just to, you know, hang out with everybody and.
You just crashed like last year.
Okay. I mean, well, it's up to you. I mean, don't put anybody out because there's not room. Put it that way. Because, I mean, we are more than capable of getting a hotel if we have to.
Well, would you want to sleep in the big tent? I mean, it's only to sleep.
I was actually thinking about bringing the van.
And sleeping in the van.
Yeah.
That's actually...
Because I can take the 2 back seats out of that thing and actually put an air mattress in there.
Wow. The only thing is, you know, you don't want to bake in there, but that's not a big deal in May. It's not really that hot yet.
Well, no, this van has a generator thingy and it has its own AC control.
Oh, man. That might be a good idea to take the van.
What they say in Dumb and Dumber? It's a shaggin' wagon.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, that's a nice van, though.
And I'll listen. We'll figure it out. Like I said, we will sort it out.
We usually do.
I may sleep in the tent just to go with my friend from high school, and just.
Oh yeah, Mike's coming up too.
Yeah, he's definitely coming.
Nice.
So it's going to be insane because I'm meeting with Dominique at Pine Bush Monday with Al, because Race isn't going to bring everything, so we're just going to get a 10x10 tent, put the KGRA banner, put some stuff on it, and just hang out.
Yeah.
You know? We're not
if he's bringing anything, just make sure he brings KGRA banners and signs and whatever that we can plaster the place with.
Yeah, we're just, you know what? I want to enjoy it. I want to come back here, you know, have fun here, like we did.
So it's almost better that you're not actually totally in on Pine Bush, that you're going to be able to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can have a little fun myself. You know who's doing it again this year, so.
Yeah.
I don't even want to mention the name.
Oh, my.
I was going to say, though,
what about Jello? Did Jello?
Oh, I don't know.
I just seen him pop up in the chat. I ain't seen him in a while.
Yeah, he's in there now. Uh-oh, we've got the stalker coming back. I see that. Oh, my. You know that I was actually stalked on my Xbox by that person?
No way.
Yeah, today.
Wow. Let's just not even mention it.
I mean, I don't get it. I just don't get it sometimes. But anyway, as usual, look at these views. Wow. As always.
He's on, man.
Look at that. Oh, my. They're beautiful.
He is
on that
rare form lately. Because he's been working on his Corvette. And he totally stripped the thing down and got it painted. He's doing all this work himself. He's been sending me pictures. I mean, that vet looks gorgeous. I mean, I should send you some of the pictures, Bill. It's amazing what he has done with this thing. So that's what he's been doing, in between streaming and in between moon cycles and whatnot. And,
yeah, but he's coming in the truck, right?
Yeah. As he said, he needs his truck to stretch its legs.
Yeah. The thing is, the size of his scopes and everything, I mean, he needs that truck to bring it here. That thing was packed the last time.
Yeah, and you know what? Is there an observatory up near you?
Not that I'm aware of. Why?
Because I thought we saw something about there being an actual observatory up in the up around your area, like within 45 minutes of you. The
best person that might know that is Mark.
Yeah. I was going to say, how cool would that be for a day trip or something? Go check out a professional observatory.
Well, Race wants to go to Mark D'Antonio's house, so we're definitely going to take that trip. Hopefully Wednesday. Then Mark comes Thursday. I may have to drive to Queens on Friday if Lee Spiegel comes up because that's where he lives. I'm gonna go pick him up.
Mm.
So that's gonna be a mission.
Wow.
So it's gonna be everything is gonna be chaotic as always.
Yeah, but you know what? The payoff is too great.
It was
the way everything turned out last year.
Oh,
like you couldn't ask for better. How everything went.
Yeah,
at least from my point of view, anyway. But then again, it wasn't everybody crashing in my house.
The thing is, I hope the weather's better that you guys could do more streaming because last year it was brutal. Remember?
Yeah, I mean it is what it is. I mean we had just so happened to have the heat wave come in. Right?
Believe it. Yep, 90 something, and that was the warmest it was all year.
Yeah. Yep.
It was bizarre, really. But I also bought a 8x5 projector screen and a projector to hook the camera up to. So while you guys are doing your telescopes out there, I'm going to set up the projector so everybody could just sit back and look at the sky on the screen.
Yeah, me and Paul had talked about that, maybe just being able to set up, like, say, the wide field or something, and just let it track and just kind of kick back with everybody else while it's playing on the...
If you do that, I mean, I could put something on the projector too, and I could just stream everything that's going on my YouTube channel with like I did last year.
Yeah.
Because
you.
It's gonna be a lot of fun, but it's gonna be wild.
Yeah.
and there's Ronald in your chat now, ERRT Radio.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's Ronald.
That's cool. So he's coming. Is there anybody else hiding in chat that's coming that we don't know about yet? Come forward now and let us know. Pine Bush is 7 weeks away.
Wow, look at the imagery. Oh my, look how beautiful. Did he get you guys got a new camera, didn't you?
No, this is the same camera. What he did is he actually sent he sent the 9.25 off to get collimated by Celestron. And then now he this guy's crazy. Now he bought an 8-inch HD Edge Celestron one.
Beautiful.
He has the 11-inch tube now, and he has the 10-inch tube now, and then he has the 12-inch Meade that we're going to use for Jupiter and Saturn coming up.
Which one is he? Oh, he's using the 9.25 right now.
Yep. That's the favorite by far. The way the camera is built, and the way his scope is, like, I like this a lot better than, say, the 12-inch.
I love this imagery. Oh, look how sharp it is.
Yeah, and it's only going to get better because we're working on his internet. The thing fell through for him. He wanted to get the internet. Actually, he's just texted me now.
Please tell him I said hello, and I'll see him in May.
Oh, he said KGRA is talking about the lack of sunspots this year.
KGRA.
Yeah, he has KGRA playing when he's.
It's a replay. Stanton Friedman was supposed to be on, but we're a little worried because we tried every contact, even people he knows, nowhere to be found, and we're just hoping that Stanton's okay.
Dude, can you imagine this Pine Bush thing in like 10 years? It's like almost like a mini Woodstock for UFO and astronomy people.
You know what though?
It's slowly building towards that.
Well, there was like 5,000 people there last year, at least.
Yeah, I'm talking about just our local group.
Oh my God, yeah. You know, that's the thing. The Pine Bush Fair, they just don't invest enough in it. They could make this really big. Yeah. They just don't realize that, you know, of course you got to pay for accommodations, speaker fees. You have to do it to bring the people in. People aren't going to come to see, they want to see the names.
Yeah, and you know what? People can smell somebody there trying to make a buck because there's somebody there that actually wants to be there and enjoy the whole... Like, they can smell that from a mile away.
Yeah.
So if you have somebody just hawking T-shirts, they do it once a year, good for them. Yeah, you can get a little T-shirt or whatever, but, I've seen a lot more people going and trying to get, like, merch from actual people. Like, I can't even count how many asked Travis if he had any kind of stuff, last year. And he had his little... Well, he was selling his book, I believe, but I don't know if he had anything free that he was handing out. I don't think he did.
That's the thing. I mean, last year it was fun, but I think me and you had a little fun with someone.
Maybe a little too much fun.
A little too much, yeah.
I felt a little bit bad, but then I looked back on it and I was like, nah, no, I don't.
Yeah, I agree.
I
agree. And Mark, I think, would feel the same way.
I mean, the guy, he just seemed like he took himself a little too seriously. Like, he didn't know me from Shanoa, and for some reason felt the need to tell me to pick up speakers and stuff. I'm like, dude, I was like, who the hell are you? And if you weren't there, but I was like, okay, you know, Bill is doing this, I'm going to go help Bill. But then as soon as I guess he seen me helping you, all of a sudden he thought, you know, I was groundskeeper Keith. You know?
But I can't find my 2 black tables. I looked everywhere. I just hope they're in the... I can't find my 2 black tables.
I got a 4-footer.
No, I got to find my 6-footers like we set up last year.
Oh. Yeah.
I you know, I still got time. But I've got to find my tables. And I just redid my garage and my shed, and I couldn't find them. So that's an issue.
Didn't you? I could have swore you put one of them under your couch.
No, they won't fit. They wouldn't fit. No.
You put it under something. I thought it was the couch.
No.
I don't remember.
Anyway, so yeah, you got to call. You got to let me know specifically when it gets closer. You got to let me know when.
Yes, I would definitely give you the dates for each one of us and let you know.
What is he? Dates. What is he planning to bring? Is he bringing this?
He's pretty much bringing the same thing he brought last year.
Okay.
He's bringing the 9. Actually, he might bring the 8 just because it's a little more compact. But I know that he doesn't like using that single fork mount, which the 8 has. He likes the dual fork because of the sturdiness and the steadiness of it, of the tracking. So, and plus it helps with wind. You know, if you look at a single fork mount for the scope and then a dual fork, there's no comparison. Dual fork does 10 times better when it comes to breezes and wind and stuff and vibration. So, but tell me, how's everything going, KGRA? Any announcements or anything good coming up? Or
well, we have a new show starting April 6th and 7th. It's the Unicus Radio Hour. It's a 2-hour program from 10 to midnight Eastern Time with Robert Stanley.
Unicus?
Unicus. Okay. If you go to unicusmagazine.com, you'll see his website. Oh. So uni like unicorn and CUS. So unicusmagazine.com. And he's going to be on Fridays and Saturday nights right after Don Ecker's Dark Matters Radio. So that's good. We're also getting the person that does the news update. She's going to be starting a new show. I'm working with her on that right now. That's going to be on Saturdays. Keith, I am so overwhelmed with work now with the station. I produce 5 hours on Friday, Saturdays, and Sundays. I'm doing pre-records during the week that air during the week, the same week. So it's like,
that's a good thing. I mean, that can only be good, right?
Yeah, but I don't have no time now. It's like...
Well, how are you handling that the week of Pine Bush? Or did you tell Race that, I mean, who's all going to handle that?
Race is going to, we're going to do replays for the station that week.
Oh, okay.
But we may do like Phenomenon Radio with Linda Moulton Howe and John. We may do that here, that one show, because that's a big show.
Right.
We may do some shows here when there's not that many people, or what's going to have to happen is Race can do it here. Everybody's got to stay out of the room while he's producing.
Yeah.
And then Friday, Saturday, and Sundays is definitely out because we're going to have fun. We're not producing. We're just going to run replays, which I need to tell the host now, don't expect no shows the weekend of the 18th, 19th, and 20th.
And I will remind everybody that, of course, our good friend Mark D'Antonio is on Sunday nights at 9 p.m. East Coast time with Sky Tour Radio, him and Amanda Curran.
Well, now that you brought that up, I think that we may have to do a pre-record here with you and Paul on Sky Tour Radio with Mark and Amanda.
Yeah, me and Mark actually talked about that a little bit.
Yeah, I think that's necessary because I've got this new Mackie mixer board that has 1, 2, 3. It can hook up 6 mics to it, and I've got plenty of mics, and you got mics too, but. Maybe we set it up here and you guys do an interview.
Yeah.
And
probably work something out.
Ronald is coming and he wants to do interviews with everybody.
I've seen that. He just put it in there.
Yeah, there he is. He keep that interviews. So he wants to do interviews with everybody. And I can get him interviews, because I know the people that are going to be speaking in Pine Bush, like Peter Robbins and some of the other.
Peter's coming back this year.
Yeah, he's coming back. Cool. So I can get Ron. Here's my good friend Ron. He just wants to do a few minutes interview Peter, if it's okay. Peter's great. He's a gentleman. He'll do it.
Oh yeah, nice guy.
We're trying to get Richard Dolan. If we can't get Dolan, because he may be in Greece, at that time. We're gonna try to get someone else, but I don't want to mention names until they're confirmed. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yep.
And I wish I could play my instruments, but you know me, I'm afraid to get on that drum set or guitar because of my arm, my shoulder. You know, I don't want to push it because knowing me, I'll go nuts and it's, playing the drums and I'll end up re-injuring my shoulder again after going through rotator cuff.
Yeah, and we definitely don't need that 7 weeks out.
No, I don't need to go through that again. I got to tell you that right now. No, I don't need to go through that again. But as usual, as I say on my channel, this is the best stream, period. Look how beautiful that clarity and imagery.
We are getting a lot of company these days when it comes to streaming the moon, which once again can only be a good thing. You have, of course, Take Back Space. Pops on every once in a while and does a stream there. Of course, Astronomy live stream has been doing streams. Of course, you have yourself, with which are you gonna do?
No, I don't
Skywatch anytime soon.
I don't do the moon no more.
That's fine. I mean, are you gonna do a Skywatch at all?
When?
At all? Anytime soon?
Now?
No, anytime soon, like the next week, next 2 weeks.
I would say so. I'm definitely gonna do it for the media shower on April 22nd.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, which one is that? That is the...
Lyrids.
Oh, the Lyrids. That's usually
I'm definitely going to do it, if it's weather permitting, but I'll take any advantage of any of the days before or after because you never know what the weather's going to be like at the night of the peak, so...
Right.
I'm still waiting for this camera to come out. But now they're saying maybe September, October of this year, the Sony A7S III.
Astronomy Livestream already has it.
He has the A7, the R3.
Oh, he's the R3. Okay.
Yeah. Now, you see, here's the thing. Cameras have their pros and cons.
Right.
See, I want the one with the highest ISO because, see, he might be using it for astrophotography where he's hooking it up to the telescope and he's taking pictures. And I'm just doing sky watches. I need the best, sharpest imagery for ISO, low light. I want to get the most of that. So they say that this new camera is going to be unbelievable because it's going to have a lot of the same features that these other cameras have, but it's going to be for low light video, which that's what I'm waiting for. So I'm not going to rush. I'm not going to jump out.
We understand the whole camera issue because you know what? Paul had tried a bunch of DSLRs with the scopes down there, and you couldn't do it, which is why he decided to get these cameras custom built. And they are custom built for the moon. You know what I mean? They're custom built for moon viewing. They have the Samsung optic chips in them, but they're. I mean, as far as I know, we're the only ones that do what we call direct optics, which is basically there's no lenses, there's no filters. It's basically you're getting it direct off the mirror right into the camera, and that's kind of hard for a DSLR or even a point-and-shoot camera to adjust to that focal length.
Yes.
Between where Paul got it to the T. I mean, he measured it and made sure.
Look at this imagery. It's beautiful.
Now, just imagine if we can get it, where we can boost his internet. I mean, we were looking at options. They actually have a thing with Sprint that actually covers his area really well. That might give him unlimited. So we're looking down that path because the one thing, the fiber optic thing, it fell through because the guy pretty much stiffed him on it. But I'll let him explain that when we get up there. But so yeah, that's our biggest thing right now is trying to get the internet boosted up where he is.
Well, I'll just say this: you can't beat this imagery. I've always said it. This is definitely by far to me one of the best channels as far as streaming for astro video because Mark does a great job with the astrophotography. Some of the pictures he takes is stunning. I mean, brilliant what he does. But for video of the moon and Saturn and Jupiter, I have to be honest. This is the place to be.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You just got to be honest. The assessment, it's not because you're my friend or anything. It's just the fact. This is where to be for this kind of stuff. So,
and he's constantly trying to make it better. Which is, I mean, because Paul does this because he loves it.
It's a passion.
This whole us streaming thing just is a happenstance that came about, which actually helped us find more of a community that liked what we did.
Hold on a second. I got to take this call. I'll just tell them that we're on your channel. You can say hello to him. It's the boss. It's the boss.
It's the boss.
Race?
It's the boss.
Race?
Bill.
Hold on. I am on YouTube with my good friend Keith of P&K Space Imaging, live on his channel while he's doing the moon here.
So now you are on as well, Race.
You are, yes.
Awesome, man. You guys do an absolutely awesome job. I really enjoy watching those videos when I get the chance.
Yep, we are live right now, and he's zooming in on some craters, and we're kind of just kicking back, having a conversation, because I haven't talked to Bill in a while, so we figured we'd just have a little chit-chat while we were streaming.
Exactly.
And well, I don't want to interrupt you guys. I was just checking in with Bill on a few things, and I can do that later. But it was good talking with you. Listen, I look forward to maybe seeing you guys in Pine Bush. I hope we get there.
Yeah, you'll definitely see us.
Yeah, they'll be here.
Yep. With scopes in hand.
Yep. I already told him how it's going to be set up in front of the house.
Yeah, he's already showed me exactly where it's all going to go down. I've gotten a video tour of the hacienda out there.
Nice.
Oh, it's going to be a lot of fun. I just hope that you can get here with Robin.
I do too. And Warren. I'd love for Warren to be able to come to New York and see, because New York's a beautiful state. And of course, maybe get the chance to go into the city and have a tour with a local like Bill.
Yep,
we'd be in good hands.
You'd have an insider.
Exactly.
Yeah. We needed an inside contact from the Bronx.
Anyway, Race, go do what you got to do. I'm gonna get off with Keith in a few minutes anyway, and I'll give you a buzz back in a few.
It sounds good. You guys be good, and Keith, it was good talking to you. Look forward to seeing you. I hope.
All right, buddy.
Later, Race. Oh, he's gone. Yeah, he's gonna try to get here because he's in the middle of moving to Utah.
Yeah, seeing that they're moving from what, Alabama or Louisiana?
Arkansas.
I know it was one of those.
So he's gonna try to come with the owner of the station, because they've never been this far east. So it's gonna be a great thing for them just to come here and experience going to World Trade. I'm gonna take them to Times Square.
Okay, we're gonna send Jenny on a covert mission. Jenny, your job in the next 7 weeks on a covert mission is to get Amanda to come.
Oh man, I hope so.
Because how cool would that be to have Amanda and Mark actually, finally meet, and then be able to do like a little show if they do a pre-record down there? That'd be pretty awesome. And it's around everybody they know. You know what I mean?
I agree. I hope she comes, and believe it or not, she is planning somewhat with. But the thing is, I don't want to say too much, but she may be coming with someone.
That's fine.
That's what I said. As long as she gets here.
Well, I know a lot of people like to do that, especially if they're going out of she's basically going out of country. So, I don't blame her one bit. If I was supposed to go over to England to Heidi's Astro party, I'd want to take somebody with me too.
I want to. I mean, it's gonna, like I said, she might be going to Toronto and then coming from Toronto over through around
just driving.
Yeah, because pretty much they have to go around Lake Ontario and come into New York State that way, like by Niagara. Like up there. It's just, I timed it. It's only 7 hours from here to Toronto.
That's not bad. As long as she has the time, you know what I mean? If depending on, what kind of time they have to make the trip, it'd be definitely a beautiful trip coming down from Toronto into New York. I mean, that's just spectacular, country up there. So,
well, like I said, it's always a pleasure to be here, of course, with you. I tell you, I got to be honest. This is awesome when you're watching this in full screen on a big TV.
Tell me about it. I actually got to do that for the first time in a while, and I actually put it on the big TV. Just, I was cleaning the house or something like that, and I just kind of casted it onto the TV, and I was like, that actually doesn't look bad. I was kind of giving the self-pat going. I was like, yeah, that's not too shabby.
It is stunning. I mean, I have a 65 I'm looking at right now, and I got you on full screen. It's stunning. It's beautiful. And, if people, like I tell them on my channel, if you don't want to hear what the content, if I'm playing a radio show, if I'm talking or playing music, well, you know what? You can put this on full screen if you have it hooked up to your TV.
Yeah.
Put some music in the background that you like
choose your own soundtrack.
I would put Dark Side of the Moon on, but you know.
So many people tell us that they're like, put on Pink Floyd. Like so many times they're just gonna say, guys, copyright, man, copyright. They'll take it down, you know.
Exactly.
But I don't know. I mean, YouTube's been making waves lately, trying to get better music. I just got the updated pack, which is what was playing tonight. And we're still ain't even a quarter way through that. So
they're also making it difficult for people to keep streaming.
Oh, yep.
I mean, and there's a lot of censorship going on.
Yeah.
You really got to be mindful and careful and cautious about the titles of your streams. Not for you and not for me, because we generalize.
Oh yes, for us. We haven't had a stream monetized in the last month.
Why?
No matter what I put, it's automatically in the yellow.
Why?
And it has to get 1,000 views before they'll monetize it. But yet, if we go longer than 2 hours, YouTube themselves will put an ad on it. Like,
wow.
I'll get a little thing in a pop-up in the chat that says, that's almost basically like an ad alert.
Mm-hmm.
And it says, YouTube just placed an ad. Some of your viewers will see it, blah, 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 blah. You know.
What I heard is they're trying to eliminate... You see, this is where it borders on free speech. A person's right to free speech and putting, even if it's conspiratorial in nature, a person, I mean, if you're not causing any threat, harm, if you're nothing like that, if you're just putting out a theory,
right?
See, they're taking a lot of that down, and they're looking for the clickbait.
Yeah.
That's what. But then there's a fine line here. I mean, if a person is talking about a certain subject, and believe it or not, even just us speaking about. There's flags. It's unbelievable.
Well, guess what they're going to roll out next month, or maybe it's May. I think they're going to roll out on conspiratorial videos, ones that they considered proven. On the side of the video will actually be a small window of a Wikipedia. So, like, say if you made a stream that says "moon landing hoax," right?
You're kidding me.
On the side, it'll have a Wikipedia thing that says "moon landing hoax," and it'll give you like all the reasons behind the hoax, the reason why they think it's, and then all the reasons why it's not a hoax.
Wow!
So that is something that's going to be coming, and that's going to be for any kind of conspiracy video,
Oh, so the flat earthers and
Nibiru, JFK, 9/11.
Wow.
We're going to have that. And I'm like, could they pick a more reputable source than something I can go in and edit?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I mean, I'm pretty sure for 2 weeks after the Super Bowl, they had Nick Foles as the owner of the Patriots.
What?
Yeah, because nobody changed it on the website. And of course, Nick Foles did own the Patriots that game, of course. But somebody did it as a joke, like Nick Foles owns the Patriots, and it was there for like 2 weeks before somebody changed it.
You see, this is the problem, and I'm not gonna. I don't want to get too political because I'm gonna let you go and do your stream. But ever since we've had all this wave of quote unquote fake news, the onslaught of everything that happened supposedly, allegedly, with Facebook and social media, Twitter, with these Russian bots and those that were paying for propagandist material against both campaigns, really. But, just being, I don't want to get too, like I said, I don't want to get into the political aspect, but ever since they've been getting the fallback and the heat from the government because of everything that happened, this is why you're seeing all this censorship going on.
But here's the way I see it, okay? Now, if we have to flyby coming 9:30:39 right side, straight down. We got to remember that YouTube is a private company,
right?
Okay, and they're, believe it or not, they're beholden to their advertisers in order for this company to make money.
Absolutely.
This company has to make money, and when advertisers see their, I mean, there was one lady that they showed that did a anti-gun video. Just, it wasn't anti-Second Amendment. It was just about AK-47s or whatever. Mm-hmm. And the ad on her video was from the NRA.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So that's what they have to balance. And there's so much media daily. I mean, you're talking about what did they say? Like 100,000 hours of stuff like every 5 minutes or something like that uploaded to YouTube. So I understand why they're implementing an AI to try to deal with all that. But I mean, you got to remember, see, YouTube never had to open up monetization. They never had to have a partner program. They never, this is just something that they added on because they felt like they had to get back to the creators, which is fine. Okay, that was cool of them to do. Everybody back in 2008 said, all right, cool, that's, they're going to be sharing revenue. And then this thing took off. But once again, they're beholden to the people that are advertising, and they do these in big bulk chunks. And when you have, advertisers that spend hundreds of millions of dollars a year on advertising.
Yeah, but you know what it is, Keith, too? I don't mean to interrupt you and be rude, but you know what it is? YouTube wants to be Netflix. YouTube wants to be Amazon. They want to go into the streaming aspect. And if you have all this stuff linked, it may scare advertisers away. Well,
exactly.
It's all about the money.
It is.
And that's why they're eliminating these other channels. People are dropping off like flies.
But they do have a business partner program, which I really like, being that we use Teespring for us, and Teespring is one of them, where they will allow, you to link to these, basically, YouTube or Google approved, so they realize that you're not linking somebody to a phishing site or a malware site or, anything like that. And I get that. I totally get that. Now, do I think that they should silence people? Like, I think they should have a block, like a YouTube user block that has like conspiracies and stuff like that, and allow, because certain advertisers want that. I mean, look at everybody advertising on Alex Jones. Those people would want to advertise on these conspiracy channels, so let them put those conspiracy channels in a block and allow advertisers to come to them.
You see, like for an example, we know the blunt, the BS stuff, like flat Earth.
Yeah.
There's some stuff that's just so ridiculous. And there's people that actually believe it, which is boggling to me. You had that Mad Mike guy trying to launch a rocket to prove his point.
Yeah.
To me, it was a suicide mission. But there's these obvious conspiracy theories that are just ridiculous. But again, this does not. You can't subdue or eliminate people's freedom of speech to speak their mind, because we do question. I say question everything. We don't have the full facts. That to me, it's being withheld. The best way is to question it. And like somebody said in chat, it's great to have a healthy debate on anything. Look what happens. Some things that we thought are conspiratorial end up being something that comes out in the future. Right. And when we learn all the facts that have been released after 70 years, we find out, you know what? There was some truth to it.
But you know what? I do agree with YouTube here. And what they said with, they're beholden to advertisers is they basically said, like, listen, we're not taking your conspiracy videos down. We're just telling you can't make money on this platform from them. You can leave them up. You can say whatever you want. You can have language that's going to be age restricted to the proper age and whatnot. We're not going to take them down. We're just letting you know that advertisers aren't going to pay for it, and we're not going to monetize that video if you do.
Okay, let me ask you this question then.
Sure.
They're doing that. What are they doing it to Alex Jones? Are they doing it to some?
They gave his channel 2 strikes, and he almost got deleted the other day.
Really?
It's a big thing in the news. Yeah.
Oh, so it's they're not just being,
because he tweeted about one of the Florida school shooting kids being a crisis act or something like that. Yeah, he said it was out of their guidelines.
Yep.
Or something like that. I'm not sure, what that was all about. But anyway, yeah, they're going in on big channels too. It's not just just a small guy, rambling on about the flat Earth.
So they're doing this across the board, and they're trying to But again, I understand the conspiratorial part. I get it.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I actually like that kind of talk every once in a while. You know what I mean? But
like I said, you see, this is what it's going on today. Like I said, it goes back to this fake news stuff.
Yeah.
And they're just trying, but see, it's censoring. It's censoring. Yeah. If you're not doing anything that's threatening in nature, harmful, vulgar, explicit. I mean, I don't get it. You know what? I think a lot of people are going to turn away from YouTube and go to other, like Twitch and other places.
Yeah, but you know what? If you think YouTube is harsh, don't even bother with Twitch.
Really?
They crack down hard. I mean, if you're caught even doing the slightest thing, they will delete your entire account, like no matter how big you are.
Wow.
Yeah, they don't put up with anything.
Well, look what happened to Mark a few months ago. He's finally got his channel back.
Yeah. I didn't talk to him. Is he actually able to stream now?
I think it was as of the 20th. Or today, the 22nd.
Actually, I messaged him earlier to see how his trip went. I don't know if he was back yet or not.
No, he's in Boise now.
Oh, okay. So he's still on the road then.
Yeah, he's not coming back till Sunday night, Monday.
Let me just run down the chat list so we know who we're chatting with. There's a lot of moderators in chat.
It looks similar to mine.
I'm just going to run down the list here. Okay, we got Anna and Argent and Astronomy Live Stream and Cameron and D and ERRT and Jenny and Nancy and Patrick and Rick and Ted and Tim. That's who I have as active participants. I'm pretty sure there's more in there, but you're not coming up if you haven't typed in a while. So, yeah.
My only concern before I let you go is this. Do they consider, how far does this go? Are they going to consider that Roswell is a conspiracy theory? That the government was working to hide and cover up an alien crash? I mean, do you understand what I'm saying? How far does this go where they say, well, you can't do that. Roswell is never happened. It was a weather balloon. It's on Wikipedia. Look it up. It was do you understand?
Yeah, I mean it's definitely possible. I don't know what the parameters they are going with or not going with, but once again, I mean I can see both sides of the coin on this one. I can see where YouTube's coming from, where they're beholden to their advertising, which is what keeps the site up and running, which keeps these massive data banks going. So everybody, I mean, look, how many times have you streamed for 12 hours and it's still on the internet?
And those
12 hours of HD video.
Say I'm playing KGRA shows, and it mentions, like if I played a Jim Mars, the late Jim Mars, rest in peace. If I played an episode on my Skywatch where he talks about JFK, I'm a radio show host. I'm a producer. I'm airing what's on the radio. Do they understand that part? It's a radio show.
They probably could, and that's why they're hiring thousands of people, to actually review. Videos and stuff like that. But
I think this is going to get really, really dicey.
It's going to get murky, but in the end, YouTube has the final say. I mean, there's really nothing any of us can do about it.
You know what? If someone's smart, they start a different type of service, something new for people to go to compete. See, this is the thing that people are concerned about. You have all these mergers that are going on, and these companies, these corporations that control everything. The little guy is gone. It eliminates. Why do you think they won't let a Walmart go into New York City? A lot of mom and pop stores will close down. That's the core. They don't want to do that. You have these conglomerates that are coming together and they're in control of everything. Mm-hmm. You have to have a competitor, and you'll see if the competitor is doing things that this one is not, and you're going to start to see the people are going to be leaning the other way. Well, then they're going to have to reevaluate their situation, the perspective, and change their point of view.
Well, you basically have two websites that are able to compete with YouTube right now, and they're not even close. Like if YouTube is 98%, these two sites together, the other 2% of video on the internet, which isn't a bad thing because they got a good start because they started around the same time. One is Dailymotion, which they have started a monetization thing, which I'm not sure how that's going to go. But all it would take is one or two or three of these big YouTubers that are on this site to go over to there, and they would start building a base over there as well. But you have we have Dailymotion, and then we have Break are the two ones that are favored to come out if people start leaving YouTube. So you never know. I mean, it's it's a slippery slope. The only thing we can really do is just sit back and enjoy the ride. And I mean, we can't say we don't appreciate YouTube for what they give us.
Right, of course,
being able to stream this, live and base pretty much free.
But they got to also know that we have a concern. We have a legitimate concern on how far this goes, because to me, it's borderline, not even borderline. It's censoring. It is actually censoring everything that's going on, whether you're speaking, music, content, titles,
Yep.
chat, everything is being monitored. People are so concerned about their privacy. Well, can you imagine how invasive this is? I mean, this is like really checking on every little detail. They should be doing this. If they're doing this with this, well, Facebook should be doing it, which I think now he's on.
Probably are.
Yeah, he's on already. Right now. He's under the microscope right now. Twitter, all the social media threads should get it. If this is where it's coming to, it's going to happen across the board. But again, it's about our privacy, our right of freedom of speech. I mean, they speak about all the amendments all the time. Well, what about freedom of speech?
Yep.
As long as it's not hateful, threatening, like I said, obviously that's when it's thrown out the window. But you have to respect the right to freedom of speech. If a person has an opinion, and again, you're right, it's conspiratorial. If they're talking about something that's absolutely nonsense, I mean, yes. I mean, I could see that.
Well, and starting, I'm not sure when they're going to roll it out, but I know that YouTube wanted to go to route for the people that are getting demonetized because of advertising. They want to do kind of like something that Twitch does, and they're going to combine the whole kind of Patreon YouTube experience where if people do want to hear that, they can actually subscribe to a channel and actually, monetarily subscribe to them, like for a monthly thing. You know what I mean? A monthly, like $5 a month or whatever they want to give. That would actually help that channel,
I never thought YouTube would get political, though. This is the thing. Like you said, there was a person doing a stream with an anti-gun thing, and the NRA puts an ad.
Yeah.
This is where the separation should be, whether it's in religious terms or political terms. This is supposed to be independent for a person to be able to do what they want. Is like I said, as long as you're respectful and you obey the law.
But you know what's funny? The NRA was more pissed about it than the lady was. And I was like, well, really?
Well, they didn't want to be associated with it.
Right.
Without or knowledge of it.
So right there you have an advertiser getting pissed at YouTube, and then you have the user endpoint getting pissed. It was just like I understand the balance that they have to strike a fine line, and it's really, we're gonna have to see where it goes from here. I mean, once again, I can see both sides of the coin on this one.
Well, you see, at least we can come here and see the moon.
Exactly.
And it's real. You're seeing real imagery. It's not like Capricorn 1, the movie. With this stage, the moon landing movie. And I don't even want to go there because it's just so far-fetched, bizarre nonsense. I can't take it, Keith. When they come into the chat room in KGRA, or I get these people putting questions, talking about flat Earth or this, I'm like, oh my.
You know what? We don't really get that much anymore since YouTube did an update, and I'm so glad I allowed them to monitor our chat. There's a couple times, because that holding before it even gets posted is awesome. You know what I mean? It's basically somebody types in something stupid, it automatically comes up in the thing. So it's not like they're getting the satisfaction of it popping up and people seeing it before we delete it. It's like it never even makes it to the chat.
You know something? I'm afraid to put UFO in the title, even though I never do. Imagine I caught something.
Yeah.
Look what happened to Mark when he put that thing about human remains.
No idea.
That's how we got banned.
Oh, yeah, because of that stupid title.
They took it off the title because he put human remains found on the moon.
Yeah.
But he's talking about the machinery. I mean, come on now. That's just way out of control. But regardless, if I put UFO in my title, I mean, what's going on with third phase of the moon? And they got all these Photoshop stuff, fakery things going on. Do they get strikes for putting up fake videos?
I have no idea.
See what I'm saying? Where does this go? If you're putting up,
I know Secure Team was getting that, and he actually played it pretty safe and actually started a Patreon. So now not only is he making advertising money, but he's making subscription money too off of Patreon. And it's got to be a good amount of money considering he's not showing what it is on his Patreon. So.
But let's say I capture something on my camera, and it's something because I'm very careful with that. I don't jump off the rails, and I'm not gonna go.
Well, let me put it this way: I've posted UFOs that we've seen here, and they've been fine. They haven't been taken down. They haven't been, you know, anything.
I guess they can't prove it's fake.
Right.
So it's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if they prove it's fake, then I guess it's an issue. Maybe they've got people working behind the computers and seeing if something is legitimate or not. Who knows? Like I said, where does this end? And that's my concern.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, if you caught something on the screen right now and it was this shape, but they say, and it's unidentified.
Well, here's the biggest thing. Like, why can't YouTube just put out a list saying yes and no, so we know where that line is?
I agree.
You know what I mean?
They should come out with a guideline. They should send it to every person that puts streams out.
Yeah, it's like, listen, you can do this. You can't do this.
I agree.
This is acceptable. This isn't. You know, but they don't do that. They let the algorithm figure it out. And then when you're sitting there going, "What the heck is this all about?" You know, you're like, and then you're trying to move stuff around, and you're like, "I don't get it. Why is this, you know, getting flagged?" So I don't know. I mean, I guess we'll just, you know, play with the hand we're dealt. And
because you know what, they should have a place where they easily contact it too, because that's another thing with YouTube. It's hard to get in contact with them.
Oh, it's impossible.
You know what I mean? That's, you can't get an answer.
Hurry up, people. We need to get to 50,000 subscribers, because once we do that, we get a YouTube representative.
Now, is that a fact?
Yeah.
Look, I mean, but see, that's not fair. They should be open to everyone who has a question, because you have a lot of people who may be interested in doing streams for the first time, and they can't get the answers they seek, because YouTube is being particular about having these borders, these boundaries where it limits you. How many people got that message? If you don't get a certain amount of hours or subscribers, you're done with monetization and all that.
Yep.
I mean, that's like take it or leave it. You know?
I agree.
It's just not right. If they're not, let's put it this way, they're not user friendly.
No, and you know, that has been the biggest complaint about YouTube, is that they're not really, you know, they're not really user friendly when it comes to people. But once again, just to play devil's advocate, you're talking about over 2 billion users.
That's true.
You know what I mean? And it's like, really, I mean, it's crazy. And you got people deleting and opening new accounts. Like, you have people that are banned off the site because of 3 strikes, and they just make another account and come back on with another one. And I mean, it almost falls into the too big to fail. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, yes, they can pretty much do whatever they want because they are the game in town.
No, it's true, and they know that. They literally have control of the market. They know it.
And once again, and the point of a business is to be profitable, and in order for them to be profitable, they got to do what they have to do. You know what I mean?
But it almost reminds me of, though, and I'm using this very loosely, state-controlled media content.
Mm-hmm. It is pretty much.
It is. We control what you can or cannot see. We control what you can or cannot hear. We control what you can or cannot say.
But it's not really YouTube. It's basically advertisers are controlling what you can and can't hear.
Well, okay.
They're giving the parameters of what, you know.
Which is the root of the money, of course.
Right. Exactly. So,
that's what keeps them alive. Anyway, enough venting off it. How long are you guys going to stream for tonight?
I don't know. I'm just waiting. Usually he's about ready to wrap up by now, but he's been doing some wide field. So,
well, Paul, when you see this tomorrow, Mom says hello and I say hello, and can't wait to see you again in May. We send our love and get here safely, and really looking forward to seeing you again this year. And hopefully you'll hang out for Pine Bush this year, because he left early in the morning Saturday, and he got there Saturday night, didn't he?
Yeah, he was going into Florida Saturday night. He was trucking, man.
Oh my! I can't believe that.
I bet you he was 80 all the way down through there. He had to be.
Wow.
You know, he still had, you know, all the way down to Miami. He still had another 5-6 hours to go, you know, Saturday night. But still, I mean, just to make it to Florida by Saturday night, that's just crazy. Because it's 15 hours from my house to Florida.
He was hauling, and you know he was, for sure.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to go bail and do a few things, because Race probably needs me for something doing the station. He's sending me the new intro music for the new show. I have to, because he's leaving next week to go to Utah, so I got to get everything in order. And I've got my big weekend coming, you know, the shows, the madness.
Right.
But he's sending me. I'll just show you. Well, it's not. It's copyright free.
Well, I'll tell you what. Are you gonna be up for a while?
Yeah, I should be up.
I might hit you up after the stream, just so we can hash some things out with the Pine Bush and whatnot.
Or if not, just call me. Well, are you working tomorrow?
No, I'm actually good tomorrow. I can do whatever time tomorrow.
Call me tomorrow because I got to do a few things and I got to actually do some edits for shows tomorrow. But call me tomorrow anytime because I'll be available all the way up to 7, say.
Okay, that'll work.
Then we can start doing the show. Oh no, before that, 6 o'clock. Before 6.
All right.
All right. So listen. Good night to everybody in the YouTube chat and everybody that's watching.
Yeah, so once again, it's Bill, New York Skywatcher on YouTube. Go over there and subscribe. He has the meteor showers coming up and some sky watches. Back in the saddle again.
And don't forget KGRAradio.com for the best in alternative talk radio on the planet.
You got it, KGRA.
Anyway, listen, you and Paul, I can't wait to see you guys again. And have a great night, and we'll do this again soon.
All right, buddy. Sounds good.
All righty. And everybody have a good night. And, that person needs to be... I don't know if... Am I a mod in your thing?
Yeah.
Well, okay.
All right, here's Paul's texting me now. So, yeah, I'll hang up with you. Guys, thanks for tuning in tonight. I'll let the stream go until Paul's ready to shut it off, and then we'll be good to go. So thanks, everybody.
Later, bro.
Later.